Oh, wait, let me turn this off. Yep. Just get started.
Being streamed, got it. Zoom told me we're live streaming. I should have left the meeting room. All right, got
you definitely could have left, and you know what? It wouldn't have been like the rest of the season. Just somewhere like you just drop out in the middle of it, and then we have to like go back and pick you back up at the finale.
This is nice right now because my wife took all the kids to New York. That's why I was able to get on, actually.
Oh, nice. All right. Hey, look at this.
My man came in here with a Captain Marvel shirt. I already don't like him.
No, what the hell?
No, he's got to go now. Nope. Cliff told me somebody coming. I was like, all right, cool. It all depends on what type of shirt he's wearing. And he came with a Captain Marvel shirt.
He got a Captain Marvel shirt, and he's smoking a Pall Mall. I can smell it.
Camel, actually. Camel, you're close.
All right, bet. Hey, Chaz, it's on you.
It's on me. We're live.
We're live.
Oh, shit.
Hi,
guys. Well, then. Hold on. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don, Chaz Evans, and you are checking out the season finale of the 3 Count Podcast Debate Show. Let's go down the roster. Introducing first, he is my tag team partner. He is the man that runs this show because I don't do shit. I don't run shit. I just talk shit. He is the landlord of the Dog Pound. He is your favorite mercenary, and he is 1/5 of the Made Men Mafia. He is the Red Dog, Cliff Miller.
What is up? It is the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. And I am excited. It is the season finale. I feel like we have a ghost here today. Maybe a few. I don't know. We have to figure that out.
I don't get that reference, but introducing next, he is the heater. He is El Diabito. Oh.
It is me, the diabetic one, the fro growing, wrestling knowing, dad of 4, and Lord knows I'm getting snipped because I don't need any more.
That's just cuz. When did Maui get here, brother?
It's funny that you're doing this. My future brother-in-law, who I call him Chris Guadarrama, says I look Simone with my hair up like this.
Facts, yo, you do. Do it. Wait, go back. Do it again. Put it back like that again. Holy shit, you look more Simone than I do.
I'm your people.
What can I say except you're
welcome.
Anyways, so the quick story on this is we're sitting there in Menard during Black Friday, and he's like, I'm gonna get you to do a haka. And he's like, trying to get me all hyped up. And there's about 20 to 30 people right around us, and I'm like, and everybody's like looking at him funny. I'm like, hiya! And everybody fucking jumped. My Aunt Debbie, she's like walking away as fast as she can. I'm like, dear Debbie, come back.
The fact that you said you did a haka, but then you said hiya.
I know.
Bro, you're offending multiple cultures.
Exactly. Like what?
I'm a man of the world.
You know what they say in America
you know what? I have something to say. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
All righty. And last but certainly not the least, we had a special guest. All right. We got a special guest. He's famous on Clapper and TikTok. 2 things I'm not famous on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you, Matt Mimic.
What's going on? Hey, it's all right. It's all right. So many people used to call me Matt Mimic. It's totally cool. I'm used to it by now. And also thank you for reminding me that I'm on Clapper. I totally forgot to re-down that onto this phone. So my bad on that one. Shit.
Never mind.
I need to put some stuff on there. Yeah, we'll just stick to TikTok for now because I got to get back on Clapper. My bad.
I like him. He can stay. He can stay. Oh man. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining us on this epic ass season 2 finale of the debate show. Let's get down to business. Okay. Let's get through our announcements. So if you have not done so already, you need to go do it right now. Okay. If you're catching us live, you can minimize the video right now. You can either listening to this audio, you can continue listening, but open up your web browser, go to prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod and buy a motherfucking shirt. I gotta cuss at you because y'all people don't buy shirts. Y'all don't buy enough shirts for me to make more money so we can give you all better and more designs. Okay, go buy a shirt. Go buy your mama a shirt. Go buy your daddy a shirt. Go buy your stepdaddy a shirt. Buy your baby mama a shirt. Buy everybody a shirt. Okay. Go ahead, Anthony. Are you already about to say something? Go ahead.
Buy your mom Sancho a shirt. That's right. I said it. Buy your mom's side piece a shirt. Don't tell your dad, but do it.
I'm already hitting the button on you. Yeah. All jokes aside, seriously.
Like WWE did when I lost someone. Fuck it.
Anthony was just like, I had to stop, but I gave up on it.
But yeah, definitely go check out our Pro Wrestling Tee store. Go buy yourself a 3 Count podcast shirt. Anthony's rocking one. Cliff's got one up there in the background. Go buy a shirt. We'll be moving to What a Maneuver sometime next year. So another opportunity for you to get some more shirts and buy a shirt. So if we move to What a Maneuver and y'all still don't buy shirts, all of our listeners are getting smacked in the face. Okay, they're getting duffed, point blank. Yeah. Also, if you've not done so, make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms, whether that is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Clapper, TikTok, Rumble,
OnlyFans.
I gotta remember we're on there. Gotta remember that. That's everything, right?
I feel like that's everything.
I think it's everything. Yeah. Yeah. Follow us on all the social media. If it's a social media platform, I promise you we're on there. We are on LinkedIn, so you can, follow us. I think that's what you do on LinkedIn. I don't know. That's for white people.
As we try to get jobs.
It's connect. Okay, yeah, that's white people trash. Connect with us on LinkedIn and 3count_pod on Twitter, and then it's 3countpod everywhere else. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch all of our videos and all of our interviews. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast as well. All of our audio podcast listeners, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the podcasts are on, we're on there. For Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave us a 5-star frog splash review, share to all of your friends, and that is the announcements portion of this. So, Cliff, tell us what's coming down on the other end of the 3 Count podcast.
Definitely.
Now entering the ring.
Let's talk about now into the ring. So it's been a little bit since I've actually updated with like all the interviews that we have done, right? So we have had Derek Eason, who, if you guys don't know, is actually the creator of this t-shirt and that logo and that logo and this logo and the logo that Chaz is wearing. So our artist, he came on the show. We had a great interview with him. It was a lot of fun. We had Marcus Wells. If you guys don't know, that's the guy who actually is the lead guitar player for Hollow Drive. And he actually did my theme song, which is Danger Zone by Hollow Drive. It was awesome. We have the big deal, Craig Steele, who's also been on the show. Sean Donovan has been on the show.
The grizzled veteran.
Yep. The man who chokeslammed me to hell and to Valhalla, Tiberius Asante. Thank you, Facebook, for letting people know that if you say, shoot, this man sent me to Valhalla, they'll just ban your account for 30 days. Fuckers. And then last but not least, we did have Lord Eric Black on. We also have Renee Black coming on and Brando Lee. And then, of course, right after that, Noah Idol will be also making his presence.
That guy!
That guy. Lots of people coming up, lots of interviews. So we are excited to have them all. And then, we're going on hiatus. And then from there, you're going to have King Jeter, Erica Lee. You're going to have Westfield Kelly. And not to mention that our 200th episode is going to debut on January 13th. And we can't tell you who that is. But we could tell you it's a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal. It is. So definitely be on the lookout for our interviews for our other show, Now Entering the Ring. And excuse me. Yeah, let's get this party started, y'all. It's the season finale. We made it another year on this crazy ass show.
Without getting canceled.
Without getting canceled, which is a plus. I'm still shooting for it. Now I'm shooting for next year to get canceled. Listen, my goal is to get canceled on this show. Like I promise, like that's the goal. Like I'm trying to get as outrageous as we can. And this year, just off the stuff that Anthony said alone, I'm surprised we haven't got canceled.
Actually, that's
no, legitimately. Think about it. Year one was me. I said some, out of pocket stuff. I'd rather have someone put their knee on my neck than watch Tamina. That was wild. Anthony.
Yeah, that was the thing that was said. That's not the
What I
also,
said.
Chaz's 2-minute rant about.
Listen, I don't like Tamina. I don't. I think she's hot garbage. Like, I wish Tamina got released instead of Nia Jax. How
Agreed.
people feel
I can
about
actually
Nia,
agree with you on this.
how people feel, how the IWC feels about Nia is how I feel about Tamina.
She's just there. She's just breathing. That's it.
Just there, and she's not good.
Oh, fuck that. She has the best super kick in the league.
You don't even believe that.
You know what's so funny?
You believe it.
What is
I'm
this?
gonna be
Opposite
honest,
day?
I'm going to be honest because we were talking about favorite matches, and I low-key wanted to say SmackDown from March 28th.
I knew you.
Which was the super kick that we talked about. I'll never forget her falling out of the ring. No, it was May 28th, when she fell out the ring throwing that super kick.
Bruh. That
Is the best snooker to ever wrestle.
The best snooker to ever wrestle that didn't get blacklisted.
There you go.
Oh man. All righty. Let's get right down to it. Let's get down to business. Before we get started in our first debate topic, we got to go with match of the week, okay? For those of you who don't know, we're going to give you what we felt as though our match of the week. Case in point, guess what? This could ultimately change. We know Cliff's not going to give us his match of the week because of the power rankings.
To be fair, we don't have power rankings this week because it is the season finale. So
right.
I won't give you my top match, but I'll give you one of them.
Okay, cool. So you'll get something from Cliff today. But yeah, match of the week. All right, so we're gonna go down the list, see who do you think was your match of the week. Let's start with you, Anthony. What do you think? What is your match of the week?
As we're gonna do me first. Imagine that. I have to go with Bryan Danielson versus John Silver. I was really impressed with that match. John Silver, he's a great wrestler, and we all know what Bryan Danielson does. That was probably one of my favorite matches. I actually got to watch a lot of wrestling this week, first time because of my new schedule, and I actually watched a shit ton of wrestling. So that was probably my favorite, though.
Facts. All right, Matt, what you got? Match of the week.
I'm going to go with Hook's debut this week on AEW. For me personally, I am a huge Action Bronson fan, and to hear Action Bronson being the intro for him and the whole look and the style and the feel, and he's basically a modern age chip off the old block of his old man. And his whole debut match was just perfect for what he's trying to be, and the fact that he got in, got out, and went back to the business, like perfect for him. And I can't wait to see more. And that's what makes me a huge fan of what he's doing right now.
Man, I was so I think I was really highly anticipating him to fail just because of all the hype. And I was watching Friday night. Now I can remind you, I was sitting there, my wife's sitting on the other couch, and I'm just like, oh, this is going to suck. And I was just like, his entrance was too cool, too laid back. And I was like, this is going to suck. I was like, I just feel it in my bones. Because I was hyping about this all weekend. I was telling him, I was like, yeah, Taz's son is going to wrestle. And I was like, this is going to suck. But it was on point, and I was like, "Oh shit, we got judo throws!" And
kids money.
I agree with you, man. It like definitely Hook's debut was definitely one of the top moments of the week for me. All right, Cliff, what do you got for your match of the week?
Yo, actually,
and if you pick my match of the week, I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight because if you give me Jonathan Gresham versus Jay Lethal, bing, top answer, baby. That match was fucking fire all the way around. I was so hyped. Yo, I was so grateful that I got to see something, experience something like that, man. I was, all the goosebumps, man, still like flowing through me about that match. So yeah, let me get that one.
You know what? It's funny. I knew you were gonna say that, so that's why that wasn't even gonna be my match. I'm picking something else off of ROH Final Battle. You know what it is? My uncle Shane Taylor versus my homie, my home dog Kenny King. When they beat the living tar out of each other, I witnessed live murder, okay, on pay-per-view last night. All right, that package pile driver, all right. Off the ladder to the outside, I thought I witnessed a murder. That, to me, was my match of the week. It was great to see, all jokes aside, it was great to see, like, just the history behind these two and, the feud that had been going on for months. And finally, the payoff at the end. And it's just, they beat the shit out of each other. And it was entertaining to watch. I had a lot of friends there, at the arena, were telling me that the crowd was just so into it, and seeing their Instagram stories and hearing the crowd, we always say, watching something on TV doesn't do it justice, especially wrestling. Watching on TV doesn't do it justice. You got to be there, but definitely, I wish I was there to be in person to witness that, because that match right there was fire. So for me, it's definitely Shane Taylor and Kenny King. And then at the end, all the black wrestlers coming together in ROH, embracing each other, definitely was a plus. So yeah, that's for me, match of the week. Man, we had a very wide range of match of the weeks this time, and I love it.
Also, fun fact, I'm gonna just share this story, full transparency, because I'm a mark that way. But I did send a message to Shane Taylor. I was like, I thought you murdered Kenny King, and he just sent me back a laughing emoji.
Bruh, I'm telling you, like, when I seen it, and I think you probably saw my tweet. I saw my tweet, and because Brian from the Wrestling Realm, because he was there, he was the video. His angle makes it look worse because you don't see the bottom. You see just fans, so all you see is them going up and they disappear. So it looks totally worse, and I was like, bruh, that man is dead. And I really thought he was dead, because that's just ROH in itself last night was really good. If we can, before we even get into our topics, I just want to touch on, if ROH, if this was the end of an era for them, this was a damn good way to go out. This was a really good way. I know they said April next year they'll be back. Of course, it's not going to be, the same ROH as we know it, something completely different. But what a run for ROH over the past 20-something years. Seriously, from the Bryan Danielson, the Samoa Joes and CM Punks, to the Jay Lethals, the Shane Taylors, and it's amazing. And last night was dope. And bruh, that's how you end the year. That's how you end the year. But let's get down to our business. This is what you came for. You came for us to debate topics. We're going to talk about the best male wrestler, the best female wrestler, best tag team, and the best match of the year. I'm probably going to cuss
Let's go with female first.
You want to do female first? You know what? We'll do best female wrestler first. I'm probably going to cuss Anthony out because he's going to probably say something that's going to piss me off. But hey, that's a normal 3-count podcast debate show. Hey, fuck you, Anthony. See, I'm joking. All right. Best female wrestler. All right. So this is how we're going to do this, okay? Best female wrestler of the entire year. So we're talking from January 1st. Actually, no, I'll do it like this. From December 12th of last year all the way to December 12th of this year. We'll leave that as the parameters. Give it a full 365. All right. Since Cliff, you want to do female wrestler first, you can go first. Give us your female wrestler. Then we'll go Matt. Then we'll go me, and then Anthony will be at the end.
Why is the brown man gotta go last? That's bullshit.
The brown man's going first too, bro. Hey, Latinos, we taking over, son. That's what we do. First and last. First for the top, and then last. Best is coming in last. Hey, you gotta take it away. I'm gonna go with Britt Baker. Let me be front. I know like she had been pretty rocky right off the jump, but it seemed like once she had like the heel turn, it really started taking transparency. Like she just had match after match after match, and we're talking about with like Big Swole. She's had stuff with who else can I think? With Sheeta. She had the great matches with Thunder Rosa. So yeah, my vote is gonna be for Britt Baker.
Wasn't Britt, but Britt was always a heel though. She didn't have a heel turn.
She was heel as of December. Remember, she started off as a face. Originally, she started off as, then she transitioned over to that heel side on the cruise.
Oh yes. When she You're right. You're right. I was trying to say like what? She was always a heel, but no, you're right. She was a face. She had the heel. Yeah. All right, what you got, Matt?
You son of a bitch. I was really going to go with Dr. Baker too. If I'm not going to go with Dr. Baker, no. I had a couple just in case Dr. Baker was taken. I'm going to personally go with Liv Morgan. What Liv Morgan has done in the last year, she basically went from, oh man, she's a really cute girl that's part of the Riot Squad, and who knows what the hell they're ever going to do with her, to, holy shit, she almost beat Becky Lynch on Monday Night Raw for the title last week. She has transitioned and blossomed so much as a professional wrestler in the last 365 days, more than Becky Lynch, more than Sasha Banks, more than Charlotte Flair. What her character progression has been over the last year has been the best women's wrestler on WWE's roster currently right now.
That's a bold statement, my guy.
I know. I'm coming in swinging, my dude.
He is coming. He's coming in swinging hard. Like that's bold. I have to, so you're going with Britt, Cliff, which I'm a Britt stan. I have always said Britt Baker is money from the jump. Right when
we can all agree on that one.
Like I always say it I said it from the very beginning of this damn program. I said Britt Baker is money, and I have to go with if we're going from December 12th of last year up to now, and we do not give the proper due to Bianca Belair, then then what are we doing? Bianca
Can I
Belair.
pause you real quick then?
Go ahead.
You want to debate on this? We'll debate on this.
Okay.
I would say Bianca Belair all the way until SummerSlam hit. Once SummerSlam hit, her character development just where Liv's has just been rising slowly.
I give you that.
Becky Lynch killed Bianca Belair.
So yes, I agree with that. I agree with.
I don't know
Becky
if I would
Lynch
ever
that.
say the word kill, like especially when we're regarding a white woman with a black woman. I'm just gonna put
Okay,
that out
touche
there.
on that one. Especially with a white guy. Yeah, I take that back
and with
already.
her last name being Lynch, you know what? Yeah,
He lynched her.
that's not a good look. That's not a good look, Matt. You might get a cancer. before we do.
Touche. Damn.
But so I you know what? You give out a good point though, because yes, I agree. Becky Lynch definitely, put up like a whole halt to Bianca Belair. But to argue with Liv, I this is just me. I think Liv wasn't getting the big popularity boost. That's not even the right terminology that I want to use. But I don't want to say her big rise wasn't until October. Because
Not necessarily her own doing though.
Because here's the thing, because even then after SummerSlam, Bianca was still it was still in main title matches. She was still in that main event woman spot even after the fact. And we got to also put in the fact that she won the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
She also main evented WrestleMania
and won.
And night one. That's true. I think how do you now you think about how do you like when it's two nights, it's like, well, I main evented night one. I mean, doesn't that like main evented? Yeah, we'll figure that out 5 years from now when they stop doing it. But I think those accomplishments outweigh the Liv rise. Because Liv, I agree. Liv has been, ever since the Riot Squad diminished at first, it was like, Liv's not, what are we going to do? slowly she's creeping up and she's proving the naysayers and the doubters wrong. And she's, pretty much showing that you can put me in this spot and I can make it work. I agree with that. But I still think that winning the Royal Rumble and winning the title at WrestleMania in the main event of night one overshadows the slow rise that Liv done. Because in the end, still Liv lost. Right? She still lost.
Yep.
Still lost. She's still losing.
So did Bianca Belair.
Yeah, after the fact.
But then
after
she lost on the downhill
as much as you
slide.
want to say, like, listen, as much as you want to say, like, hey, like, she, like, Bianca lost, but she was still in the main event picture. She was still losing all that. And then and now where's she at? She has, like, mind you, Piper Niven is an excellent wrestler. Doudrop is some bullshit. But they're going to have some banger matches together. But I'm just saying that if you're looking at Britt, right? Britt is like, she got here and she has not wavered from that position. In fact,
I got
the crazy part.
Go ahead, Cliff.
CM Punk even said it himself, right? That Britt Baker replaced MJF as one of the 4 pillars. That would never been a thing.
No, you
yourself have said she can carry the women's division, and that is
she can. Absolutely, she can. She absolutely can.
She has been.
And she has been. I've said it here. The only reason I watch anything as far as AEW women is Britt Baker. If it's not Britt Baker or certain females, I'm not watching it. Like I didn't watch Riho versus on Wednesday. I didn't watch it. I totally took my doo-doo break.
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter. Yeah,
that's her name. That's her name.
That's her name.
Let's give her a name.
Anyway, I took a doo-doo break during that match because I don't like Riho. So, and if it's Britt Baker versus Riho, I promise I'm not gonna watch it.
I want to hear Anthony's pick.
But it's just Britt. Britt has been the top of the women's division, but guess what? And as we know, the women's division of AEW, that's not saying much.
You know what? Okay.
That's not saying.
Then I'm going to take my second pick that I was going to go with.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa.
Yep.
Hold up. Flag on the play.
Yep. First of all, I run this show. You just said the front man. I'm going to tell you what I want.
First of all, I'm the lead guest right now. So ipso facto, the customer's always right. Hold up.
No, you can be right. You can be right. And you can take Liv. But then find that argument for Bianca Belair when we compare it to someone like Deonna Purrazzo.
Deanna's better. Deanna's had a better year than Bianca. Just Impact has that cloud over it all the time.
And that's what I would go with that. I would give that if she was on a bigger stage.
Yep.
I blame the stage that she's on. Because you're right. Deonna Purrazzo has been killing the game. Has been killing it. And she's been putting on banger matches. I watched Deonna Purrazzo's matches. And she's put on bangers. She has not had a bad match. So
has Roxy.
There's another one. I think that falls. I think that goes as well. I think that's if it was a bigger stage. Because here's the thing. And then after I say this point, I want Anthony to give his pick. But at the end of the day, as much as I say it too, that the WWE is not a wrestling company. It's a TV show with wrestling, and it's a parody of itself. WrestleMania is the biggest stage in wrestling. Still, to this and it's gonna be that way for the foreseeable future. Give some time under AEW's belt. Maybe we can argue the case in point on whether or not it's double or nothing or whether it's all out. But the case of it's WrestleMania is the spot. That's the biggest event in wrestling, point blank. And I think main eventing that show, period, is any wrestler's goal. Like you're in a stadium, 80,000 people main eventing, right? I think that's the goal, and I think that outshines, period, anything.
There's an asterisk to that, though. Their whole 2-day thing nowadays.
Yeah, and you're right. Yes, I agree. And you know what? You're right. There's the 2-day thing.
But how many fans were at the AAA event for Deonna Purrazzo?
I don't know.
We want to do like the 80,000 thing. I mean, and we know that.
I don't know.
We know that the Latino support that comes with wrestling is massive. So.
Oh yeah. You listen, Latinos.
That's why I say that, because I mean, like,
they love their lucha libre. They love that lucha libre.
Yep.
You stop being racist right now.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's on you, Anthony.
It's on you, buddy. What's your it's on you.
So you can go with Bianca Belair. You can go with Diana Perazzo. You can even throw your hat in there with Mandy Rose right now with what she's done over the past few months with NXT. But I agree with Cliff. DMD has ran that show over the last year and has carried that women's division to actually be somewhat of a substance.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't disagree. And that's the thing. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that statement at all. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, and the Ghost of Christmas Present firing shots in. I just love the fact that our Ghost of Christmas Present is letting Chaz know that I'm correct with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. But Chaz, what does the Ghost of Christmas Past and Christmas Future have to say?
I don't know. I'm not.
Welcome in the Ghost of Christmas Future and the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Hey, yo.
Well, hello.
Hey, yo, what in the world?
Hello, Chaz. How are you? How are you doing, sir? You know, I'm gonna just take a nice little sip of this Coca-Cola.
I need more liquor.
Sir, I heard you were talking smack about one of our best female wrestlers that are there.
Oh my gosh.
Sir.
Why?
Sir, do not slander the name of Tamina. I've come on the show once before and it pissed you off so much that you wouldn't allow me back on the show. But I'll see you this week. We can settle it with hands. But recognize her as what she did this year. Has the second longest WWE Tag Team Women's title reign in history.
So
in 129 days. So don't slander her.
That still matters.
That title's a joke, and you know it.
The women's 24/7 tag belts matter.
Thank you.
7 title too. Look, that's 2 title reigns in a year. Who else had 2 title reigns this year? Exactly.
Yeah. Who invited first?
You ain't got shit to say, huh? Huh, Chaz? What? You just mad because I'm right. 129 days as champion, sir. 129 days. You recognize it. That's gold around her waist. Oldest champion by standards, hasn't lost a step at 43 years young. I'd be damned if you slander her like that. Huh, Chaz? What you gotta say? Speechless. Exactly, because I'm right. It's all right. It's all right, homie.
So let me introduce the Ghost of Christmas Past. It's the reason why Chaz went on his full rant that you guys can see all the time on YouTube. Welcome in, Supreme.
How you doing, Cliff? It's been a minute.
Hey, what's up?
It's been a minute, homie.
And then let's talk about the Ghost of Christmas Future. That's right. The Red Prince himself, TJ Sykes, is here. We need your 2 cents, man. Women's wrestler.
2 cents. Women's wrestler. I mean, it's really hard to not say Tamina. I'm like, I was silent that entire time.
We're going Tamina, baby.
But Tamina, like I was silent through the whole ordeal because I had nothing to argue with. And he's completely right. 43 years of age, hasn't lost a step. I'm with it. What say you, Chaz?
Got anything on that, Chaz? You good over there? You were just passed out because you're right.
Our audio
He's been silent.
Chaz is throwing up an adult finger.
An adult finger. He's trying not to argue with it because he knows there's nothing to argue about. There's nothing to argue about on that.
Chaz is hiding his face because he knows you're right.
Yep. He's giving the one.
He wants to say it. He wants to say it out of his mouth. You guys are right, but he's hiding his face.
I rather drink bleach.
Prove it.
Prove it. Exactly.
So for our audio listeners, Chaz left.
See, he left because he needed to go talk to himself in the mirror to, like, finally get the guts to say Tamina's the best wrestler of 2021.
You know what, man? Like, it's hard to argue that point when
hard. It's not hard at all.
It's not nothing hard to argue about.
Let me explain. Right, let me explain. Because back on May 28th on SmackDown, she had that fire match with Nia Jax where she threw that super kick so hard that she actually fell out of the ring, and I was like, bruh, it is impossible to find somebody else who throws a super kick.
I felt the force of that on the other end.
Yeah. See, look, super kick was so much fire.
Let's talk about Tamina's super kick. No, let's not forget, like a couple years back, that she knocked out Nikki Bella's tooth with a super kick.
Best super kick today. Better than Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin Music. I said it.
Oh, you're disrespectful. You are disrespectful. You shut your dirty little mouth.
I said it. My mouth ain't little and it ain't dirty.
Saying shit like that, yes it is. Yes it is. How dare you? Tamina.
I will never say that anyone's super kick is greater than Shawn Michaels. However, I don't recall him knocking anybody's teeth out.
Exactly. Look, we trying to go for realistic pro wrestling. You gotta throw that kick so hard, you're gonna send yourself flying. That's how you know you're gonna knock somebody the hell out.
All right, cool. All right. Okay.
I'm
still stuck on the fact that these two motherfuckers.
You're stuck on the facts. You're stuck on the facts. That's what you're stuck on.
I'm gonna put it like this. Your team name is pure ignorant. Look, you're just purely ignorant towards the fact of how Tamina is great. And you just really want to throw a super kick just as good as her. It's okay.
I stopped throwing super kicks because of Tamina.
Yeah, because you couldn't perform.
You could not top whatever she's doing. You could not top whatever she's doing. Like so. Okay, I understand why you stopped doing super kicks.
Yeah, you had to take it out the repertoire because
I feel like this is. I feel like I found Chaz's high school bully.
I mean, he's also 4'6", but that's another story.
I'm 5'7.5".
Wait.
He always says, "I'm gonna keep it $150." For him, it should be $131.
I hate it.
Full
Chaz
transparency.
is not more than $120
and a half. $131 and a half. You got to add in the half.
Let me be honest, okay? You guys don't know this, okay? But Chaz's wrestling boots are actually stuffed with tissues to make him an inch taller.
Trust me. I know firsthand.
I saw him in the locker room. Funny story.
I saw him in the locker room.
Funny story. I am gonna, when I get my actual new boots, right? I'm going to get the little lifts. I'm going to get.
Of course you are. Yeah.
He's gonna get the lift. Which
kid store did you get them at?
Funny story. I didn't buy my first boots. I got them from Tyrone. So I don't know where he got them from. He probably got them from Amazon. Who knows?
No, he's probably wondering that you
got them from the kiddie section, dude, with your size.
Foot Locker Junior is where you were shopping. That's where you were at.
My 5-year-old has bigger feet than you.
You know
what size is that shirt?
I've lost control of my show. I've lost control of my show.
Do you know who has bigger feet than Chaz?
Tamina.
Chaz's son.
Oh damn! Yeah, you're right. You are not wrong. You're like.
You know who has bigger feet than Chaz?
Chaz's unborn.
Chaz's unborn son.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that shit.
Long story short, you short as fuck, boy. I say that shit to your face this weekend too.
Do me a favor and take those books from under your chair so we actually see.
Chaz, I know you're short enough for my man TD to sit on top of your forehead.
He said sit straight.
Crushing shit like a beer can.
All right. As I take back control of my show.
Did you ever have control in the first place? Is this really your show?
Hey, one more.
It's really not.
Reach the controls?
One more. Chaz, what's it like being the only black elf?
Oh, damn.
Oh, can I ask one?
Yes, go ahead.
That's
not
fair. That is.
I've been quiet.
That is not fair. Have you met his partner?
Yeah, he carries.
He's shorter than me.
All right. I've been silent, so let me just ask one question because I can't ask. I can't speak on this. I don't think the other fellas.
Yeah, because you're white.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But what's it like to go up on somebody, Chess?
Yo!
Oh shit!
Winner.
Yeah.
He knocked the Red Dog sign off.
Damn!
God.
God damn!
Yo,
Damn, Chaz,
Cliff,
this must be your show. You
fix your
just get
sign.
straight
Fix your
forward.
sign, Cliff.
Oh shit!
Now the
Oh, I
show's
can't.
back to you.
That's gonna stay exactly how.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
For those of you guys who don't know, both Anthony and Chaz have left the show.
Oh, I feel bad for you, but damn.
That was so brutal, man.
Yeah, I felt Chaz's soul coming out.
Look, I feel bad, but it's true.
I'm never gonna be welcome back here. Never
Oh,
gonna
no,
be
that's
welcome back.
I mean, yeah, Cliff will bring it back. I mean, it's not Chaz's show.
That's true. Cliff messages me a lot.
That is true. Yeah, like.
All right, the show's about to be banger now that Chaz is gone.
Yeah, all right, Chaz is gone. We got the training wheels off. We can continue.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Were they ever really on?
you know what's funny though is that like I'm so glad that we got Chaz's actual expression about everything. I can't wait to clip this and put this on the.
I just need that one clip of him saying that he's going to put lifts in his shoes. I just want that on a loop. That's the intro to the show.
Yeah, yep, that's what you got to be. That's what it's gonna be. All right, hey yo, Chaz. If you're wondering, yeah, I totally, yeah, I had this all planned.
Come back.
Hey, welcome
I
back.
missed you.
Yeah. I
We also
missed
had
you,
two
Chaz.
other people that were supposed to be on, but because of family emergencies, hey, we love you guys. The throne, prayers with you. But yeah,
fuck
they were
them.
gonna be on too.
I'm glad they weren't on here. Listen, if this was funny, this was a good one. It is great to have Supreme homie, the A1 since day one. It's good to have you. Fuck you,
I see
TJ.
this.
I have a question real quick. You have a Black Lives Matter sign behind you. Why is your shirt white?
Because they're, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Chaz.
Listen, I just got.
It's because 30. It was because 30 minutes prior to the show, he had it backwards and hanging over his face.
All righty,
At a
so
point.
back to the debate show and
Bruh.
not the roast session of Chaz Evans. Gee, do you all have a best female wrestler of the year that's not Tamina?
That's
I mean,
not
wait.
Tamina?
So you're talking about seconds? We're talking about seconds now.
Yeah, second place.
I thought we were talking about like first place, like year 2021. Now we gotta go. Oh, so we have to go down the list. Okay, I mean, fine.
Yeah, nobody's meaner than Tamina.
Right, exactly.
I hate that.
Exactly.
I hate that phrase so much.
It's okay. It's because you're not as me as Tamina.
Fine. Nyla Rose. There you go.
Okay.
For
Just her
me, I actually will agree with Britt Baker
Okay.
because that's the only reason to watch AEW.
Like solely.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
Solely. That's the solely.
yeah.
I mean, we'll talk more about it when we get into like the rest of the show about the men's wrestler of the year and
Yeah.
tag
I'm about to
teams.
say yeah. All right. Oh wow. All right. Let's go.
As Chaz tries to collect his thoughts.
Back, bro. Because listen, when it said when the thing said TJ Jones and Chris, I'm like, who the fuck is TJ Jones and Chris? Like, who did Clifton brought on the show?
The best part was like orchestrating all of this and like just having to keep quiet because I would have thought that something would have tipped you off when I was like, hey, you know what? Like, we should totally do the show about the best of the year because it's the season finale. And then as soon as you said yeah, I went back and told these guys exactly what was going to happen, like line by line. What was
There's a script. There's a script, and we just went off script.
Listen, Cliff's good at this shit. He knows how to keep shit from me, and
That's why it's his show.
It is
Exactly.
his show. Listen, don't my intro. I don't do shit. I don't run shit. I just talk shit. Like
Not today.
Not today.
no, not today at all. No, not today. Not today at all. This is a sure as hell way to end the year off. Me getting roasted. So, all righty, let's move on. You know what? We're gonna leave male
It was a short roast.
I see what you did there.
See, that was so delayed, but it made it even funnier.
It was a short delay.
Damn it.
Alrighty, so best tag team of the year. All right, tag team of the year. All right, so now that I got 5 other motherfuckers here instead of 3. All right, we'll start with Anthony, then we'll go Matt, then Supreme, Cliff, then TJ, and then I'll get us on the end. Best tag team of the year.
I can't do that one. I want to go last. I want to go.
No, forget all that. Chaz goes first.
I'm
Chaz goes
like
first.
right here. There's 2 or 3 of them that I'm juggling.
All right, well, fine. Matt, who you got? I'm not listening to TJ.
Lucha Bros. It's an easy one for me. It's got to be the
Bros.
Lucha Bros. The year that they've had, the way that they just kill every fucking match that they're in, hands down. It's a 4 or 5 star banger, whatever the hell you want to call it. But every time those guys go in, they always steal the show. So it's got to be the Lucha Bros for me.
Bet that. All right, Supreme, what you got?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with FTR.
Mm-hmm.
FTR has absolutely brought out, like, I love their matches with the Lucha Bros this year. I enjoyed them in the Stadium Stampede. They overall have been just beautiful, even though they were out for like a month or 2, I think, with the neck injury. But like every single match I've watched of theirs, banger. I will like to give like second place to actually the Young Bucks because I enjoyed their the match with the Lucha Bros. That joint was delicious, but you know.
You see, here's the thing, though. Just right there, you're like, FTR with the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
Then the Young Bucks with the Lucha Bros. Just put the damn respect on the Lucha Bros, man.
The respect is there. The Lucha Bros can have third place for me.
Yeah, as long as they're the ones that's carrying the other 2 damn teams.
It's
All right, move along, Chad.
I mean, not every single Lucha Bros match. I was like, man, that was delicious.
Which one was it then? Which one was?
Like
which one
literally,
were
the
you sitting
only
there like,
Lucha
man, that
Bros
wasn't
match
that
I
great?
said this year was damn, that was delicious. Was with the Young Bucks.
Tell the fuck out of here! But you just said that about FTR too. 30 seconds.
FTR, I am engaged on every match they're in. The Lucha Bros, half the time I'm sitting there watching Alex on the sidelines speaking his Spanglish, English, whatever the hell he's speaking.
Blasphemy!
While they in the match.
Blasphemy!
Man, I'd rather watch Alex buy toys on YouTube than half the time watch the Lucha Bros match.
Damn.
Hell no!
Buy toys on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a big subspace of a lot of wrestlers with toys on YouTube, and Alex is one of them. He's really into like Transformers and shit. Don't ask me what I be watching wrestling-wise on YouTube. Shit's kind of wild.
All righty, Cliff, what you got for your tag team of the year?
All right. Well, I see like everybody's taking, FTR. We're gonna have Lucha Bros. I'm sure someone's gonna mention the Usos. I'm gonna take it to another promotion, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I want to say the Good Brothers. I mean, they've kind of held it down. They were on 2 different sides. They were holding out 2 different promotions. They're top dogs running it. You know what I mean? I that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lean with them.
All right, TJ, what you got?
The Bushwhackers.
All right. Yep. Hold up. Fun fact. Let me chime in again on that one. When I was 5 years old, I was front row at a WWF event back in the day. And back in the day, the Bushwhackers would come out and do that whole entrance and pick a kid in the crowd and like lick their head and fuck with them. I'm one of those kids.
Oh shit! Really?
Do you understand? Do you understand how deep my answer went right there? See, I just made somebody feel
right to the core.
Just saying Bushwhackers. See, that's the feeling that the Bushwhackers elicit. Do you think you're gonna get that from the Good Brothers? Do you think you can get that from FDR? No. The Bushwhackers, my friend. That is my answer.
I was gonna say, I'm friends with Luke, so I'm excited about that. I'm glad you said
DJ
that.
and I just became best friends, and it's all through subconscious. So thank you, Bushwhackers. Thank you, Luke.
Right. Thank you, Bushwhackers. Thank you so much. Because I'm damn sure not gonna say pure ignorance. Jazz has left the building.
I wasn't expecting you, of all people, to say pure ignorance, especially being that I was the one that duffed you.
Yeah, you duffed me, and then I dumped you in your head.
You're right. You definitely did. Sure as hell did.
You know what I'm more mad at? I'm really mad at because I love that. I love that spot, and I'm mad that you apologized. That's what I'm mad at you.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I'm really upset about you. I'm like,
Listen.
no, you got I knew it was coming. I knew it was gonna suck. I took it, and you're like, oh God, I'm sorry. I'm like, shut up.
Because I've been getting good, right? I've been getting good with not fucking people up.
Getting good.
And
good.
I was so good. I was like, yeah.
Tell my swollen jaw that.
You can ask Prince. Like on the way up, I was like, man, I got this cool spot. I just want to just come out of nowhere. Hit. I was like, I gotta hit TJ with it. Hit him with the bow, and I just pose. So I've had this. I've had that.
I called it back. I was like, I want you to hit me, and I've been looking in your eye. I was really,
and I said,
there's a picture. There is a good picture, like of your facial expressions, like me getting knocked out, and you just hold that pose, but also looking down, like, oh shit.
Yes, I know exactly. I'm gonna get that made as a cartoon. Have you seen that? Have you seen that picture? It's like it's of Sean super kicking Superman, and it says super
yeah.
kicking.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get that recreated as like something like that, just for that picture, because it's so epic.
Listen,
but bruh,
when I
mad at you
Chaz's face, when I saw Chaz's face after he connected, right, and he did the post, it just reminded me of like Boys in the Hood. He was like, Ricky! Ricky! He just like cradled him down. And you can see, and the best part was like, you can see like Chaz's face like dig right into TJ's face. He was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
You're the best. You were supposed to get out of here.
And I'm telling him to shut up and keep going. He's like, oh, I can see and feel the panic after the fact, because obviously I'm face down now, and he's not really doing anything. Leg drop. Oh God, like fucking pin me. Like you just knocked me the fuck out.
Facts. Fucking facts.
The pure. Not ignorance, the pure hesitation, the pure like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened?
No, facts.
The horror in your face, bro.
It was. Facts. Because listen, I'm trying to come back. I'm trying. Listen. I like SWA. I was trying to come. I'm trying to make sure I come back. I just.
But yo,
and you're gonna be back.
On the show.
You're going.
Full transparency though. Give it to TJ for the sell, because when TJ took it, he just like instantly died. It was just like,
so that's what we said, right? So we're in the back. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this to Prince. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be right behind you. And I'm just gonna go boom. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna slide. I'm like, yeah, just slide. And I'm just gonna hold you and pat you down.
And it wasn't even a pat anymore. It was a worry. Like, oh God, are you?
He was like, oh, you're good.
He cradled me. He's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, are you seriously going with the Bushwhackers though?
See, I was gonna say La Resistance, but I think I need to stay with the Bushwhackers.
Oh dear God!
I mean, look, Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier. Hell yeah, I'm going with that. You know, and the little side character Rob Conway, La Resistance. That's who I'm going with.
Don't forget the dog Fifi.
Fifi.
Side note before we go to Anthony real quick, because I always tell the story when someone brings up Rene Dupree. If anyone remember, right? SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, okay? Right?
Okay.
And you had to fight Rene Dupree in the story mode.
Oh my God.
So listen, as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker was hard to beat for me as a kid. So I never liked Rene Dupree. And still to this day, I don't fuck with Rene Dupree. And then his little dance used to fuck me up all the time. I still hate that shit to this day. So Rene Dupree is always on my shit list just because of the video game. He's probably a cool person in real life, but fuck him.
He's not. He's probably.
Oh, really?
He's probably not. No. I have no idea.
have no
I was
idea.
biting into. I was like, "Oh, TJ knows. We got."
I was like, oh, knows, but they pretty cool. Yeah.
Like if I would have actually said like, yeah, he's an asshole, you would have been like so validated, like, yes,
Oh,
I knew
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Because I could not stand him in the video game. And as I grew up, it's just that hatred just stuck with me.
TJ.
Oh my God.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you got an actual tag
Oh,
team.
that- all right.
My
My actual 2021. Because it's an honest toss up. Like it's really hard not to say these three teams of FTR, New Day, and Usos, and it's maybe like people are tired of the New Day or whatever, but like they're just so in sync, and that's what I like about tag team. If there's that in sync, I'm like I don't even care. Like that's my tag team. So probably one of those three. I really couldn't tell you which one though. It's in those three. They're always solid.
All right, who you got?
I can't. Well,
The Quebecers.
I'm gonna go with Al Snow and Head.
I'm gonna second that one.
Yeah. Fuck Al Snow.
That's a retweet.
That was on a personal level too. I felt the heat on that one.
I'm waiting for you to give me an actual answer, Anthony.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's still you.
Why can't these be actual answers? I don't understand. Like, why are you judging people?
Well, because these teams haven't wrestled in 2021.
I mean, hell, I could say, I could say like Rock and Roll Express. They're wrestling this year. So
You could have, and I would have been okay with that.
And
I can sit there and say Billy and Chuck. They technically been
and
wrestling.
side note, I just
independently.
punched Ricky Morton in the face last night.
I was about to say, I was just about to say, you
Whooped
definitely
his
wrestled him yesterday.
I like whooped his ass.
He had it coming.
I'm gonna go the Young Bucks.
Okay.
It's just, like
TJ died.
they've kept it together all year, and I don't know. I had a hard one. I like the Usos, but they haven't wrestled all year.
Right. Yeah.
Young Bucks have been nonstop in it since December 12th of 2020 till December 12th of 2021. So that's my pick.
No, that's
I'd rather you
solid.
say
That's
Al
my
Snow and
DWI
Head.
#1 tag team.
So, all right. So my pick is funny because I had to think about it too. It was either the Young Bucks, which I despise, but I got to give credit when it's due. Or it's the New Day or FTRs. Between those three teams, and like Cliff said, someone's going to say New Day, someone's going to say the Usos, someone's going to say the Young Bucks, because those are the three tag teams. If you're looking at it, in the grand scheme of things, those are three tag teams.
Let me drop something in though. The Briscoes.
Go ahead.
The Briscoes.
The Briscoes. That's actually
That
a
is
good
a
one,
no.
too.
That is that. No, you're right. And the Briscoes don't get much love. The Briscoes don't get much love, and it's because of the fact they're that smaller stage. And you're right. You're right. You know what? You might have changed my mind on that one. You may have changed my mind. Just
Oh, and all right. So another one, and good guy, because like Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal, the foundation, like them running.
Foundation, yeah.
Like,
Well, if you're gonna say the Foundation, then you got to go with Gorillas of Destiny too.
Shit, right?
Like we got to give God their name or their respect. You got to give Mustache Mountain some respect. Like,
I have is Mustache Mountain still like teaming? I thought they were like on like.
So they just won the.
they're the tag champions.
They just won the
never
UK
mind.
belts. They did.
But what about Imperium?
See,
Imperium.
They're not a bad tag team.
But they were on and off all of 2021.
and I blame. And I think that
that's
fan.
fair.
That's
Without
a fair
Walter,
game.
I don't
Because
think
if you're gonna say Imperium, you have to put MSK over them. Then,
Yeah.
to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I do
So,
like.
all right, I think I
what?
got mine. I got mine. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
FTR. I'm gonna go with FTR because FTR is, especially even now that it's so even towards the latter half of 2021, they're making it a point to go out and wrestle all these other tag teams, not just in AEW. It's like they went to Mexico just recently. You know, they're doing the Lucha Brothers. They're about to do a program with the Briscoes. So I'm gonna go with FTR. That's my final answer. I feel like I'm a what's it called, millionaire. That's my final answer. I'm going with FTR. I would lose, and I've been watching it. And the bad thing, I've been watching that show since like birth.
It's just crazy the disrespect that you're gonna put on Natalya and Tamina as a tag.
I know.
Exactly. Right? 129 days. Tag team champions.
Dude, I'm really surprised he didn't say Doink the Clown and Hornswoggle because they're the same height as him.
You know who I would have really wanted to put in there too, up until recently, right, when the team broke up, right? But Fire and Flava, like,
fucking facts, bro. Fucking facts. Yes, you know what? You're right. Yeah, and I enjoyed them as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. Tasha and Kiera Hogan, I enjoyed.
I love Kiera Hogan. I love Kiera.
Yeah, gotta give them their flowers, man. Like, they deserve them because they held down that Impact women's tag titles for a while, and then they dropped them, won them back, and then they lost them again. But God bless, man, that was a team.
No, facts. That's all facts. All facts. All right. Before we move into our last two topics, we gotta do a temp check. Temp check. So, for those who don't know what temp check is we either going to give you our hottest and or our coldest wrestler going into the week. So that is the temp check. Or if you're Cliff, you want to be different, you can go in the box, out of the box. He wants to be special.
I love that. I love that show, Out of the Box. That was great.
Yeah, I like
out of the box. Out of the box.
I made a cardboard box because of that. Cardboard box car because of that show as a kid.
The lady that hosted that show, I was in love with her as a kid. Was in love with her.
She just added me on TikTok.
Same.
Son of a bitch.
Same. She added me too.
How's she looking?
She's looking good.
I mean, she looks she looks older, but she looks the same. Like,
why did you have to say old? Why didn't you just say good? Like age, like a fine wine, like a fine wine.
Well, I mean, she is a fine wine. No,
why are you disrespecting these women, Chaz? What is wrong with you?
Because
Tamina,
I'm married.
Now I'm
married. That's why.
Married.
I'm married, and my wife can hear me in the other room. So,
no, she's staring you down right now. Like, go ahead, say something.
Say
Say
it again. Wait till you get off this podcast. I told you for the last time, if you don't put the seat down, I'm gonna put you down.
Oh, whoop your ass like Jimmy whooped his wife.
Temp check. All right.
Temp check. I don't even know what it is, but temp check.
Cliff.
Temp check.
Cliff, temp check.
Who's in the box and out of the box, Cliff?
Right.
All right. So let's talk about typically in the box, right? I mean, it's gonna be without saying, man. Hottest wrestler going into this week. Let's be real. I'm gonna take it right from Chaz. He's my tribal chief. He's your tribal chief. He's the man that's at the head of the table. Roman Reigns.
Sami Zayn. Oh.
But crazy thing, I'll put it out there too. The hottest wrestler coming out of the box, I guess is what we'll say. Let's be real, man. Jonathan Gresham. Like last night.
That's what I was gonna say.
Last night, man. Like
that was my
match
answer.
Was fire. Yep, that was the dude. I was like, holy shit. So holding it down like massively. If I was gonna tell you coldest wrestler, it's really hard this week because I feel like everybody's kind of like on that main course bubble. I mean, even it was funny because like a few weeks ago, remember I had mentioned that I thought that Hit Row was cold, and then they showed up, and then they got cut, and we lost them.
Flatline.
But look at Swerve is still out there, like just keeping his name relevant in the mix. I think if I'm gonna pick a cold wrestler for the week, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair. Like I'm telling you, like that program right now, I'm not feeling it, and I'm not reacting to it. I don't like it, but I don't not like it. If that makes sense.
All right, Anthony. Temp check.
Hottest wrestler still burning AEW right now is Daniel Bryanson.
Brian
Danielson.
Danielson.
Nope. That's it. Daniel Bryanson.
Brian
Danielson.
No, the man is so cold. He's Daniel Bryanson until he's hot again, and then he's Brian Danielson.
He's definitely hot. He's definitely hot. The coldest wrestler, Jeff Hardy.
That's not fair.
I mean,
That's
that's
not
not fair. I mean, like,
That's not fair.
I can't say Jeff Hardy.
I'm doing it.
I mean, like if you're fired,
He's a diabetic. I can do it.
He's a diabetic. All right, TJ, temp check.
Coldest. See, it's. I was gonna say Jeff Hardy too, but I was like, now I want to make him feel bad for saying it.
Say it.
Hottest.
Say
Hottest. I'm saying Jonathan Gresham. That'll be my answer. Coldest. Sorry, Jeff Hardy. This is Jeff Hardy.
Yes. I love Jeff Hardy, but fuck Jeff Hardy right now.
It depends on the day with me with Jeff Hardy.
All right, Supreme, temp check.
Hottest, yes, it will be Brian Danielson after the bangers he had with the Dark Order. Like every single one of those matches, absolute. Yeah, Brian Danielson. Yeah. With every single match. Now, coldest wrestler, honestly, I'm gonna stay in the AEW sphere and I'm gonna say Fuego del Sol. Because Fuego,
but he just had that fire match with a Hook.
I know, but before that fire match with Hook, what's the last thing you remember Fuego del Sol did?
Losing to Miro.
Losing to
Miro.
Contract.
How long ago was that?
Last week.
Losing
on
to Miro?
AEW Dark.
That wasn't like. Oh, wait.
He's running on Dark as Too Fast, Too Fuego. That's on Dark, bro.
No. Like that's not Too Fast, Too Fuego. I don't consider that. Like I'm talking about him.
That's not canon.
Yeah. Too Fast, Too Fuego.
Those records are canon.
That's just Cody shit posting, like legit, like throughout.
The hottest going into next week is Cody's back.
Healing
like
process.
if I had to give like a little side note, I will say the hottest wrestler I think is going to be coming out of next week is going to be Dante Martin.
Oh, I was going to Hook.
Because Dante Martin and MJF they're going to have a banger this week, and I 100% feel
facts, fucking facts. All right, Matt, what you got? Temp check.
Temp check. I'm gonna go in the box, out of the box, and then cold. So in the box, MJF. Everything he's been doing, whether it's with Punk or coming up soon with his matches, we were just talking about, like, the dude's one of the best speaking people on the mic since Roddy Piper, and he's single-handedly trying to keep wrestling kayfabe alive. If we're going to go out of the box, he's trying. I didn't say he's fully succeeding, but he's trying. If we're going out of the box, Alex Kane of MLW. That guy, I love Alex Kane. He's a wonderful human being. Seeing him kicking all kinds of ass in MLW and all across the indie scene, I love that man and shout out to him. And the coldest one right now, shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to agree with. I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch. Just let her be a heel. Quit trying to make her a face when she's not a face anymore.
Okay.
Alex Kane, friend of the show. Hi, Alex.
I'm about to say, yeah. I definitely hit him up like the other day. It was like, hey. All right. So, my hottest wrestler going into this week, not to piggyback off of TJ and Cliff,
as always,
and going with Jonathan Gresham. I'm gonna go with Hook instead.
Send Hook,
dead ass. Send Hook. So
shout out to Action Bronson.
As my hottest wrestler of the week, going into this week, and then coldest wrestler. My coldest wrestler is Jeff Hardy.
God, stop doing it to this man.
All right,
the man is going through it, and y'all just said, "Let me go get this shovel real quick." And just,
here's the thing about Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's been cold for a minute.
Exactly, and that's the thing.
He's been cold for a minute.
He has that. Like, it's not like this is.
And now he's flatlined.
Yeah, like he's been cold for a while. It ain't like he done anything in the past couple of months.
I don't know. He was wearing a stylish hat with Drew McIntyre
on SmackDown that day. He definitely was.
Yes, he was. Like I said,
and the hat was hotter than he was.
Thank you, TJ.
Yeah, the most memorable thing about his return lately has been his music going back to End Ever After's No More Words.
No, facts. Like that's
Okay,
Like,
I can't say I disagree.
You know what? I think the hottest thing that he's done was beat the NXT champion in 30 seconds.
Yeah, career kill Karrion Kross.
Yeah, yo, the fact that Supreme was like, oh shit, that did happen. It just tells you like how much of a run it was for Jeff this past.
Now, can we take like 20 seconds to talk about Jeff Hardy real quick? And I want to rewind to Jeff Hardy circa 2002, 2003, when he would make his entrance and he's just going off doing the thing just as fast as possible. Fast forward to 2021, and now it's just.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think my dude was just probably like, how do I get out my WWE contract without getting out my WWE contract? You know, I
just want to put out there that TJ compared Jeff Hardy's like hand movement to Michael Jackson's spin move. I just gonna put out there because remember, like when he was young, he's like tight and fast, but then as he got older, it was just like.
I didn't compare that. I didn't speak.
I'm just saying it now. I'm just saying.
Why would you say that?
Because I believe that's what TJ. I mean, that's what the Prince. That's what the Red Prince would say.
I am never going to compare Jeff Hardy to the great Michael Jackson, and I was going to bring in Red Dog to SWA, but I guess not anymore. So, what's the next thing?
You know what? I went out there last time. I didn't even get used at the show. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I was just like, the
Red Prince didn't even want the Red Dog out there. You know, I went out there, took photos. You know, just had to do like nice stuff.
And I had an idea for the comeback show. I'm like, yeah, Red Dog. I need Red Dog for the comeback show. But then you speak ill of Michael Jackson, and then like this is why he's on the show.
The Red Prince would have been like, hey, the Red Dog is welcome at the show to buy a ticket and sit in the front and take photos.
Yep, you've been promoted.
That's essentially what he did last time.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
This is why you don't make friends with the promoters or the bookers.
I am not the promoter. I am just a guy that's running the show.
It wouldn't be the first time that I didn't get a booking at another show.
Oh, all right. All right, so let's move on. All right, to our next category. We got Best Male Wrestler of the Year. This should be fun.
Renee Dupree.
I agree.
I'll go first. I'm not afraid.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
Renee Dupree. Oh, fuck. Fucking vinegar, dude. Fuck. What? I'm going to say it.
I thought you were diabetic.
I'm gonna hit you.
Hey, don't judge him.
Too. Remember that.
You have to come to Baltimore to do that.
I'm not
Don't
welcome.
tempt him. Don't tempt that man. Listen, he got in this country. You don't think he can make the Maryland?
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, fucking A. Best Male Wrestler of the Year. Roman Reigns.
Yes!
Your wife's in the other room. Chill out.
You're right.
Because we are the same. Because I am Samoan.
Oh shit! Here we go.
No,
right.
I am black now.
Now?
Where's my sign? Got it.
It was weird because the last time you were on, there was definitely a sign that said "Brown Lives Matter."
I know. I fucking lost that motherfucker. But I'm Samoan.
Samoan. Oh my God.
Samoan.
You need to have a sign that says Polynesian Lives Matter. Chaz can't hold it together, bro. That's
no fucking
Matt,
okay.
Ahead,
so
man.
Fucking for real. Okay, so Roman Reigns is definitely the wrestler of the year. He's held that WWE fucking roster from December 12th, 2020 to December 12th, 2021. That man is on fire. As much as I fucking dogged on him all year, you cannot deny that he is the wrestler of the year.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but it's okay.
He definitely held down
My family
roster
right there.
for the last year.
Because he's my family.
I haven't seen a compelling story yet, but it's okay.
Go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna play around, man. Jonathan Gresham is my wrestler of the year.
You're back in
I
the
mean,
SWA, by the way.
Aside from the ROH title, right? Last night, the pure championship wrestling, like, bruh. Like, and when we go back and we think about like the Red House Power Rankings, the man is the only person to legitimately hold the top spot twice for 2 different matches in 2 different shows. And, you know, he was in the top 5 numerous times. Like, yeah, I'm going to give it to Jonathan Gresham.
All right. Matt?
All right. Since he's going to go with Gresham and Roman's already taken off the table, I'm going to go with somebody that nobody's going to say. I'm going to say The Miz. And I'm going to say The Miz because hear me out. I know I already got a crazy look. I'm looking straight at Chaz right now. And I see diabetic one staring at me sideways. If we would have sat here now, do you remember Miz winning the WWE title this year? Absolutely. Did he have that stupid zombie match that everybody talked shit about, but still everybody talked about and got press, which is exactly what Vince McMahon wanted? Yes. Did he do all the stuff with Dancing with the Stars and bring even more promotion to WWE and do something that is way outside of him as a person and come back and now he's working with Edge again? He's done shit that's outside of the realm for what wrestling is and is doing phenomenal at it. So you got to give the dude credit at the end of the day.
So he's Entertainer of the Year.
Still counts in WWE's world.
Damian Priest is definitely better than Miz.
No.
But
no.
let me caveat on the Matt's point. Somebody else mentioned him in another promotion, and they had to bring that back around to talk about it. So yeah, I like that pick. I'm not mad about that.
He's right. Fact. You give his argument.
Miz has been good for a long time.
Time. That's fact. And I will say this. On the show, I said, like, when are we going to give Miz his flowers on being,
I'll be the guy to do it.
Like, you're right. Now, I'm not even going to, like the initial response. Yeah, I gave the look, like the initial, when you say Miz, that initial reaction, you're right. But when you sit there and think about it, like I said, I remembered, I'm like, when are we going to give Miz his flowers? Like, we always give Miz a bad rep because he's Miz. Because he's Miz.
I've been on the Miz train, honestly,
since the jump.
And the funny thing is this, right? Even I like it even as a kid, I always fucked with Miz. Like when he was teaming with Jomo, I liked Miz more than John Morrison, which is crazy.
I've never liked Morrison.
It's funny.
I was always a Miz guy.
I liked his finisher. I like the Starship Pain. That's the only thing I like.
And I have zero respect now. Zero respect.
That's the only thing I liked about John Morrison was the Starship Pain.
That never connected.
John Morrison was on Survivor.
That never connected. You love that move.
That's not the moonsault. No, I'm talking about
that's Starship Pain.
The Starship Pain was.
That's the Moonlight Drive.
Oh shit! It is the Moonlight Drive.
Starship Pain never connected with anybody.
I'm drinking too much. I'm drinking.
That is the worst move I've ever seen in my life.
I've been drinking too much. You're right.
To further cement my Miz point real quick before we move on from me, put anybody else in Miz's position for everything he's done this year, whether it's his TV show, winning the WWE title, going on Dancing with the Stars, all the shit that he's done. Could they do it and do it to the same level that Mike Mizanin has and does? No. So Mike Mizanin wins for me Wrestler of the Year and Entertainer of the Year just because of that.
I can respect it.
You know who was very, very close to that, like a couple years back, minus like having their own show, was Jericho. Dancing with the Stars. He had the shape.
Wasn't Jericho's the first wrestler to go on there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Miz was the second.
Was it?
No.
Nikki
came on there.
Yeah,
Nikki Bella.
I don't never count for Bella, so it's all right.
Well,
they didn't do shit.
But But no, I respect that Miz. That's bold, but it's accurate. I can get with that. All right, Supreme, what you got? Wrestler of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year is going to be one young Samuel Guevara. Samuel Guevara. Yeah, we can't do Sammy here. We don't speak in nicknames.
Sammy.
Samuel Guevara. his TNT title win over Miro. And like I enjoyed a lot of his like continuity and like his matches with the Inner Circle. Again, I hark back to Stadium Stampede is probably one of my favorite matches of the year. And that's where mine's gonna go. I would love to say Omega, but like but I've harped on Sammy Guevara being like my pillar of AEW that I care the most about, and this year it was amazing for him.
Facts. All right, TJ.
I'm saying what Cliff said earlier. I'm saying Gresham, most definitely, like just looking at the year that he's had. However, I do have a second, going back to Sammy Guevara real quick, because I believe Sammy's best match that I have ever seen was him and Lethal. And I think Lethal is my second. Like Lethal's always been my guy. Just like I think Gresham's had just a little bit of a better year than he has, but I think in the year 2022, I think Lethal's going to kill it in AEW. But I'm going with Gresham as like for this year.
The Sammy is a cool pick because Sammy has all year round been proving why he's there.
Yeah.
In AEW, and it's proving why, like he's a pillar and that he's the future of that company. So I want to go with Sammy. I'm gonna go, and it's crazy that I say this, and I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega.
I knew it. I knew you'd be all year. You've been talking so much shit about him. You know what? You are the JJ of this year. That's who you are.
Are you calling me my brother? Are you really calling?
Right. You are the Josh. You are the Q. You are the Napster of this season. That's who you are.
Do you know who is a dark horse for this year? I know that no one's mentioned. Christian.
Okay. Yeah. I can actually see that. Yeah.
I'll do you one. I'll do another one. Right. Josh Alexander.
See, that's my second.
Oh, that's a good one too.
And so let's speak on Josh Alexander for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Alexander is like legit the future of Impact.
Can I throw another one then? If we're going to talk about the futures of
this
Impact?
is the dark horse section now.
Dark horse. Dark horse. Shout out to Chris Bay.
Hey,
my God. Yes.
Chris Bay is he is the future of not TNA, Impact Wrestling. But he reminds me so much of that old school X Division feel that he'll be able to keep revolutionizing the past into a new future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can get with that. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Chris Bay.
You could even put MJF in there, dude. That dude's been.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Even though he wrestles 3 times a year.
He's an attraction.
He is
exactly. No, and that was my caveat. He's an attraction. Exactly. And he can.
I'm also going to throw this out there, and I know this is gonna be Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
See, I was gonna say that as a joke just to get Chaz riled up, but like you are actually right.
The thing is, that wouldn't have riled me up because I had this conversation. Who was I talking to? I don't remember who the fuck was I talking? I don't remember who. I think it was talking Justin. I think it was this I was talking to. But I was talking about Matt Cardona and how the man got released and just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take over the business."
Fuck it, death matches.
Yeah, no, like legit, but like the crazy, like, yeah, no facts, death matches, but niggas everywhere. He's everywhere.
He's got a successful podcast. Yep. He's gotten sponsored by beer. He has his own promotion now. He's donated 10,000 toys to people. He's raised money in GCW and Impact. Did a stint in AEW all this year.
Now he's an NWA.
NWA, yeah.
My man is running around, and I think he was planning an appearance with ROH. I know his fiance appeared.
Yeah,
and the last person to do something like that was Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
You know what else makes it
and
great?
no one talked about it.
Nope.
And he's friends with Cody Rhodes.
And remember, Matt Cardona showed up to a GCW event dressed as Vince McMahon in a do-rag with his title.
and I still think it's probably my favorite thing of the year.
Also, I'm still going to give him props for the Dean Ambrose swerve that he did as well.
Yes. So I was
just 100% give him props to that. On John Moxley's name.
I'm sorry, John Moxley. My My bad, homie's going through rehab shit. It's one of those.
Damn it.
It's Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan all over again.
Bryanson. Daniel Bryanson.
Bryanson.
You know someone else
Bryan
that we didn't mention someone else that we didn't mention that we probably should have. Seth Rollins. Okada.
That's a bad man. I said every time.
Okada and Rollins were two that we didn't, and Will Ospreay.
That's a bad white boy right there.
I will give you the
ugly ass title.
Fat, yeah, ugly ass title.
That is an ugly ass title.
Do you know what that title looks like to me? Like, if there are any Street Fighter fans here, the Bison's logo is what that title looks like. To me.
Yep.
And I can't see anything else other than that. And when he came out, when they unveiled the thing, all I could think of was game over, and it's just Bison.
That's a good, bro. That's a good one. I never thought about that till you just said that. Now I cannot unsee
it. and now that I'm gonna throw Ilya Dragunov.
Yes. Oh my God, dude. Him and Walter's series of matches put me onto Dragunov, and I've just been binging all of his stuff. I'm like, this guy's
my
really,
chest hurt thinking about
really
them right now.
My God, they're
I never want to get. That's what I said. I said that's how the British people street fight.
he's Russian. He's Russian. It's not British.
UK title.
I think he's trying to lean into
title.
The UK side.
It's across the pond. I'm American. All that shit is British.
Can that be? Can that be like the heading into the show? Is just that Chaz saying that ignorant shit? I'm just kidding. I see 3 white guys.
Damn.
All right, moving on to our final topic. Our final topic, and this match of the year.
Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
What did he say?
Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
You're lucky this is not my meeting. I would have booted you for saying it.
So here's
moment
the
of the decade.
How do you gauge match of the year? How do you gauge how it makes
it's all
feel,
subjective,
or
bro.
just
It's all subjective.
Like you personally. I want to ask you that personally. What makes a match to you?
Anything that fucks with Chaz's feelings. Because fuck that guy.
You know what's funny though is I can always tell when a match is memorable to Chaz because once he says his match, he'll go into detail about everything that made that match hyped him up. Chaz's favorite match will look like every kid at Christmas. That's how you're gonna know. He really means it. He'll tell you a match. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, you want to hear a match that was really really good? Hey, go check out the match that we had at SWA with Pure Ignorance versus TJ Sykes." He'll say something like that, and then you could tell it's not really in his heart. But then the moment he goes, "But if you see Adam Cole versus blah 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 blah, oh my God, man, it was so good. this and this and this." Yo, that's how you know. I can tell you, I have. So I'll be fair. I have 2 matches, and the reason why I have 2, one's on the indie scene, and one would be a part of I guess we would call it main roster. I guess is what we could say. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you my favorite indie match, right? Hands down, right? Chaz, you're gonna agree with me when I tell you this. Above the Ring, Brooklyn. Shane Taylor Promotions versus Prolific.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a fucking match.
Yeah.
6-man brought me in, and I was hooked watching these guys perform. And the fact, besides the fact that 4 of the people in that match were on the show before, but hardcore, great match all around. And I would tell you that if I would say my main roster match, let's be real, man. Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega was that match for me.
Listen, man, that Shane Taylor Promotions, the STP and Prolific match was fucking fire.
Godsend.
Like, God. I need to watch that again. So now that you brought that back, like, yes. Oh, I fucking love everything about it. Go ahead. Who wants to go next? I don't know. Who wants to go next? Fuck. Supreme,
Fuck it,
go.
I'll do it.
Matt,
fuck.
somebody go. Somebody
I'll
talk.
go.
Somebody.
Favorite match of the
man.
year for me, I'm gonna go with like what made me emotionally drawn into it the most. Hangman versus Omega. Just for the fact of it was a couple years in the making. You got to see the rise and fall of not Hangman, but Adam Page. And that whole rebuild of himself and him finding himself with the Dark Order to finally being able to reach the mountaintop over Kenny and basically beat Sephiroth. That's the match of the year just because of everything that went into that moment.
Mm-hmm. I can get with that. All right, what do you got, Supreme?
All right, so that was what I was gonna say match of the years, but honestly, I have 3 matches that if I look back on in 2021, and I'm like, hey, these are the matches. One is gonna be Page versus Omega. The second one is gonna be actually the Super Elite versus the Dark Order, their elimination tag match that they had. Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed that match because it also culminated into the Omega versus Page match. And then also, I said it earlier in the show, even though I'm not giving the Lucha Bros their due, it's the Bucks versus Lucha Bros. That's the best tag team of the year.
Go figure again.
Yeah, I said it. I said they're third place. I only like their matches when they're with other people, okay? But like that was one of those matches where I was like, holy hell. And I'm like, that's where I like tag team matches from. And it was just a perfect culmination, a perfect storm. Like I said, I'll give the Lucha Bros their due, but like, you know, they're not my tag team. Yeah, not enough, dude. It's like that third place meme where they're pushing the champagne out in their face, but they're in third place for me. But like those are the 3 matches this year that like will define the year for me.
A damn shame is what it is.
It's okay. It's okay. They're in third place. They at least got a bronze medal.
All right, TJ.
I actually have 3 as well, but if I'm going with just solid wrestling matches, I'm gonna start there and go with like the emotional one. So my first 2, I'm gonna go with Punk versus Kingston. Like that, just like it was barely any build, but they built it all in that large promo segment. I'm like, all right, I'm invested.
It was only like 2 weeks, right? Like
two weeks, and that was it.
Yeah, like, 2 weeks, and that shit was on fire.
Yeah, with like, little build that like I was drawn in on that. And I know someone said Danielson and Omega earlier, but I'm gonna say Danielson and Suzuki. Like,
that was a banger.
My God, like I watched that match at least 6 or 7 times, like after it came out. But emotional match, that's probably going to be at my top. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
At Mania.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. That'll be my.
All right, Anthony.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to. All of my answers, except for fucking Roman Reigns' answers, all been AEW, and it shows how big of a mark I am. So I'm trying to find one that's better than the one I have, but the one I have right now is Darby Allin versus MJF at Full Gear.
Yeah, bro. That shit was fire.
That's been my favorite match of the year. I mean, I'm a big Darby Allin fan, so that was my emotional roller coaster of fuck this, I hate this, I hate white people now.
Well, I'll see myself out.
Just blacks out the cameras. All right.
Well,
I gotta do like this. I gotta do like this. My half me gotta go away.
Now it's cool. Now nobody knows what I look like. It's okay.
TJ blocks his camera.
There's still a white emblem when you black out the camera. I'm just saying.
I can't do an inversion. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yo,
Right, so-
okay. Let me ask you guys, right? And I only know because Chaz and TJ were there, but I'm gonna be honest. Like one of the matches that
Are you gonna say the match that I think I'm gonna say is my match of the year?
I don't know because
Okay,
we were
you're
at this
ignorant.
match. We were at the match, but we were in different positions.
Yes. I think me and you are gonna say. I think we're talking about the same thing.
Okay, well,
my
I'm
match
going
of
to
the
go,
year.
and if it's not, then I'll throw it out
Okay.
there.
So all right, I got two matches. I have a main same with Clip. I got an indie match and I have a mainstream match. My indie match, I think what you're about to say is Alexander James and Saul 2 and EWA Battle for Bel Air. I've been trying to find the words to describe this match for this show because when Cliff told me we're doing the best match, I already knew that I was going to say this match. So, okay. A lot of the roster, we were all in the shit. TJ was there, Cliff was there, I was there. A lot of us came from the locker room and we came from, behind and to watch this match. I wasn't there for the first one. I hadn't seen the first one. Still to this day, haven't seen the first one they had. I think it was the week before, right, TJ? Was that
a couple weeks? Couple weeks
before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a couple weeks before they had their first match, and it was a banger. So they said they're going to do it again. We all came up, right, and we're in the end, right when fans are coming, the doorway. We're watching this match, and when I tell you, I have never personally been in an arena watching a match live where I legit after the fact was legit in awe. Legit awe and just starstruck at just the work that was put in and in just in a single match. I told Saul this personally even after the match. I told him, I said, you are a fucking star and don't let no one tell you anything different. That match legit fired my ass up to get to that level. That is a match that should be on TV. That is a match that if you like wrestling or you claim to like wrestling, you need to just sit and just watch. I think it was probably 10, 15 minutes. And it
was 25, almost 30 minutes.
Was it really?
25,
The funny thing is, but guess what? It didn't even feel like that.
Well, that's because you were sitting in the back. I was working security, watching it. My knees were going to sleep.
I was doing comment. I did commentary for both matches, and they had the time, the time clock next to it. So I was paying attention to the time. So both of them were almost hit 30 minutes.
See, and it didn't. So all right. So you saw the time. From my vantage point, it didn't even feel like that, bro. It felt like a breeze. That's how invested in how much they took me out of everything that else was going on in my life. Or in that moment in time, I was locked in on that match, and I will never not put that shit over. Bro,
you can tell by how Chaz is talking that he goes over in time in his matches all the time.
He does.
Time.
100%.
And this is, remember?
I thought it was 10 minutes. Sorry, it was 45 minutes.
Remember. This is what I said. When Chaz finds a match and it hits his match, everything. He's gonna talk about it all. We're gonna spend 30 minutes talking about the match.
I can. And that's why he's right. He's right. That's why I'm gonna shut up and go to my mainstream match real quick. But that match in itself, whenever EWA drops that footage, I'm going to share it there's no tomorrow. That match is legit my match of the year as far as the indie side. And I'm gonna go with you the same thing as far as TJ. Bianca Belair and Sasha, emotional standpoint, definitely gets my match of the year. I legit had tears in my eyes before the match started. I was in my living room bawling.
I wasn't going to ball.
No, I was like, Chaz, once that match drop, I need it, because if it's not as good as you say it is, I swear to God, I'm a flame.
No,
bro.
Supreme. Like,
listen.
It
Cliff is my witness. TJ is my witness. They were there in different vantage points. Like he said, he was doing commentary. Cliff was doing security.
I couldn't contain myself during commentary. Like I was trying to like keep one type
once
of
it's
like.
dropped, I'm gonna need that joint.
Oh my God,
y'all are hyping me up on this, and if I get this shit and I'm not feeling the same emotion, I'm flaming.
Do you like hard hitting wrestling?
I love hard hitting technical. I love wrestling in general.
Yeah, you're gonna, bro.
Matt, don't worry. We'll send you the link.
Send me it.
I already knew that. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I said earlier, Brian Danielson and Suzuki, which was a hard hitting battle. Saul and James were this close to it.
Like they were close to it. Like my other up. And Saul had to work the next day for SWA.
He did.
He did. Yes, he did.
And Saul powered through.
He did.
He came in limping, bruised, banged up, like talking slow because he's feeling everything from the night before. He's like, how long do you want us to go? I'm like, 12 to 15. He's like, I'll try. And he kills it. Like, so I mean,
right. Like, and then the next day he killed it with Sicken. And I was just like, you're a fucking G.
If you see all the photos, because the Prince don't want to put me on the show, so all the photos for that match, I took those. Shout out to Kayfabe Junkies.
Oh, you're Kayfabe Junkies? No,
I only shoot photos for them every once in a while. Otherwise, the guy who runs that has a very strong impression, and that's the guy who does.
That's it. Okay, that's what I figured. I didn't know who it was, but I just figured like it's probably someone who's not on the show because for good reason. David Red Dog, I want you on the show, but you spoke illy of Michael Jackson.
Sorry, man. I guess I'll just have to take a holiday.
Oh God.
Oh man. But yeah, no, those two would be those would be my matches of the year. I would put Gresham and Lethal from last night up there too, as like a solid third place, because they fucking tore the house down last night. I don't care what anybody says.
And it's like you can see in their face like they knew like this is it.
Yeah,
this may be it.
Yeah, exactly. Like they killed it last night, but the emotional standpoint and the significance of Bianca and Sasha and Mania, I think for me personally, that gets my match of the year.
Right.
So
bear with me for a second.
The one thing I will say is we do have good matches coming up. Like, do you think Paige and Brian could take that spot of match of the year?
Well, anybody? I mean, it'll be for match of the year next year.
I mean, I see your loophole there, but
there's the loophole.
There's a reason why this is the season finale.
Yeah, my thing is we're gonna hit 2022. You're gonna be like, huh? I'm gonna be like, yeah, you remember that match from last year? Yeah, that was 2021. That don't count. That's all I'm waiting for. Cause I have a feeling winter's coming. It's gonna be a banger. Like the MGF and Dante Martin. It's gonna absolutely just rip.
And you know what will make it even better? Send Hook.
Send Hook. Send Hook to murder Dante Martin. Like you betrayed us. Time to die.
Thank you, Punk, for giving us that. Have you guys been seeing those memes and gifs ever since Hook's amazing debut? And it's always just Send Hook, and it's just highlights of that match.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Punk.
See, I just gotta say I'm a hooker now. I'm a hooker. That's all I gotta say.
He's been waiting to say that. He's been waiting to say that this entire time. I don't know what we've been on here for almost an hour or whatever. He's been waiting. Just the moment. Your moment is shining right now.
Hey,
just straight Hook fans, all hookers.
Funny thing is that you could tell by the way that TJ just said that he goes under his time all the time because it's been almost 2 hours.
Listen. I stay in my time frame, damn it, or I create my own. I run the show. Don't worry about it.
Oh man. So Cliff, we don't have a power rankings this week, right?
We don't, and the reason why is because if I was going to be fair and do the power rankings, Final Battle would have probably
It's all the
taken
top 10 spots.
6 out of the 10 spots. Just not fair. Because I mean, that show, let's be real, like we said at the top of the show, right? That show legitimately, like if you were going to end a promotion or an era, let's be real, man, that was one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm very upset over the fact that like I don't know what the future is. They keep saying we're coming back, and they're like, it's over.
Yeah.
So like I'm deeply confused.
Yeah. When they said at the end, it was like we'll see you in April. It is confusing. It's like, all right, so is it? It's something different.
ROH 2.0.
Oh God.
Hell
We're just gonna throw
no.
some paint on that joint.
yeah. Throw a hip-hop
I'm
track
like
behind it.
TJ now.
I feel like they're saying it's over and coming back in April because the ownership group is going to change. So whether or not it's like something like purely different or it's not going to be the same Ring of Honor of old. It's just
It
because
was me,
probably
damn it. I bought it all along.
of a new regime that's coming in that may want to change everything, and that's why they need time to rebrand and all that things. But like, and before it is the Ring of Honor of old, and if it's not the Ring of Honor of old, like the Ring of Honor old heads are gonna just be like, screw ROH, and
Do you
it's gonna
expect
die again.
Do you expect anybody like to come back like when they revamp?
Honestly, if money talks, so if they have the money, I wouldn't expect not people to come back unless they like honestly the Briscoes. Those are, if they lose the Briscoes at ROH, their tag division is going to be interesting.
This is what I'm calling. I'm calling Gresham coming back and Bandito coming back to at least actually have that match.
If they don't get Gresham back at ROH in April is nothing at that point. Like,
I agree with that. I just think if the people who are if they don't get signed within that point,
which you already know, Gresham and the Briscoes are definitely going to get signed somewhere else.
Right,
that point.
I think that's the main thing is like, because remember, like at the end of the year, all their contracts are done.
Yeah.
And all that talent is like, it's crazy not to sign at least 25%. I'll be give it a wide margin, but 25% of that roster is signable talent that can be put on any one of these the top 3 major shows, whether it's Impact, AEW, or WWE. Granted, they're not signing indie talent, but
I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we hit mid-January, we see the Briscoes are all elite. At that point,
exactly, or like even then, like Shane, like STP, all those guys,
MLW, Impact,
right?
Like it's gonna be like it's an absolute fire sale. And the fact is, I want to say Ring of Honor is gonna get bought by a bigger company, and it's gonna be used as a second show.
Well, remember that a lot of their guys, a lot of their top stars are signed for multi-year deals. Those deals end March 31st. And then the new product is supposed to be back April 1st.
Which is why I said if they're just getting rebought by someone else and they need the time to negotiate, change their image and all that other stuff. Like I want to say a bigger promotion just bought them, and Ring of Honor is like, all right, let's end it right there. We'll try to keep it under wraps because typically things like that, the leaks and stuff like that. But I feel like they were legit bought by a shell company of an actual bigger promotion. Like you gotta hide it under hiding it, and that's why they're releasing everybody. It seems like Ring of Honor is going bankrupt, and in turn is gonna show up somewhere else. Hell, if it somehow ends up under either the WWE or AEW banner, then I'd be like, it's wild.
I was just about to ask you. You think one of them cons bought it?
Nick I don't
Khan
think
or Tony Khan.
Both of them.
Honestly, if anything I've had to say, WWE could have bought them. Since they made NXT purely developmental, and they could treat Ring of Honor's like, oh god, where's the Evolve? Treat it like Evolve for WWE.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got
a pure indie promotion, but underneath the WWE flag. Like they'll run it, they'll have everything like that, and it gives them free partway to grab people, put them on the promotion, like, hey, look who we signed from this, even though they're like, hey, our hands are underneath all the ass cheeks of everybody and can just pull people over there. But like that's 100% where I feel like Ring of Honor is going. Either that or just Ring of Honor is just dead. like
we'll find out in April.
No,
I feel like we're gonna find out earlier than April. It's gonna be February. Once people start signing places, that's when we know like Ring of Honor is dead. Once you start seeing all the signs, Gresham is gone and that's gets signed by any promotion for a long-term deal. That's it. Briscoes, that's it. Because, like, the Briscoes never want to leave ROH. But, like, if ROH is not going to be there for them to make money, unless they're retiring, they're going to go somewhere else to sign a long-term deal because the Briscoes are someone that's a team that you can make a foundation of a tag division.
So it's funny because everybody keeps talking about, like, one of the cons buying it. But what stops New Japan from buying ROH?
That's true, too.
Starting like
that's where
and then legit starting like a New Japan Pro Wrestling ROH, like since they already have the name.
I wouldn't even call it that. I would literally they leave it as New Japan Strong. They already have the base in California, and that way they have their rolling American brand. I would not be surprised. Like that's a promotion I could see you buying it too.
And you know how that New Japan Strong is not as you say that. That's not far off.
Like,
all this speculation is hilarious.
It's like completely interesting, and I could see them doing that. And we know how Japan is really good at hiding secrets. Like people will die over secrets.
Wrestling podcast, not a political podcast. Scream.
But no. That's just harping back to like religious things. Like
this is a wrestling podcast, Supreme.
But okay. I'm looking at culture as a different. That's how. But you don't see leaks coming from that area much as you do see in America, though. Because we have loose lips over there. It's just like, oh yeah, we gonna keep this to the chest because we're gonna make this bread.
Oh, facts.
But like, I can see New Japan buying them. Like, and then imagine just the Briscoes and. Oh man, just the matches. I want to see them in New Japan, bro. That's a wrestling fan's wet dream, but we're not going to talk about that. But I see it happening. Like Ring of Honor just got bought by somebody, and everything is under wraps, and they put the under construction sign up just so they can do whatever they
to hide it all.
Yeah, to hide it all. Like, oh yeah, we're done. Everyone's getting released, and they're just like, literally, they know we signed everybody to this, and we paid people this, and they're gonna let people do this for a while. And watch, one of the wrestlers are gonna end up leaking it, like 100%.
Oh yeah,
that's
100%. Once we see like no one gets signed to a long-term deal anywhere, or they're just working short indie dates, we're not seeing any multiple indie dates past April. That's when we know something's going on. And we'll know it at about mid-January, February, where people are announcing indie dates for like May, June, and July. So.
All right. Well, cool.
Can I just give you guys the idea that's sitting in my head for this? And I'm going to piggyback off of TJ's thought originally about having Gresham against Bandito at the startup. Now, this is where I want you guys to close your eyes and envision this as wrestling fans.
Okay.
Gresham wins. Gresham beats Bandito. The lights go out. All of a sudden, when the lights come back on, staring right in front of Gresham is Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And you got the Rainmaker against Jermaine Gresham.
That.
We got to tune into Ring of
I needed that match last
week.
I'd fly to go see that.
I'm still needing that match last week.
Yep. Need that match last week. Yeah, funny Cliff.
I like to buy that now.
Yeah, I need that in my veins last week.
Give me that deal.
Give
me that deal.
That's solid. That's solid.
Jay Lethal against Jay White.
Yeah.
The Briscoes against GOD.
Oh,
that one would be great.
Like,
I need this card now. Make it happen. Come on.
Yeah.
Did you buy ROH? Because it seems like you're making some good plans here.
Yeah, like,
making some great ideas there.
Right.
You know,
like,
I would love to.
are you
As
booking-
Cliff
are
knows,
you
I
booking
talk
for
a
New
lot of
Japan
shit
right
on
now?
how to book shit. Like, I just see so many wonderful matches that you could have. Like Naito against Matt Taven. That would be a great match.
Oh, give me that deal. I need that.
Yeah.
I need that right now.
You sure you're not a booker?
I would love to be.
Jeez Louise. We could speculate about ROH till we're blue
All
in the
night.
face.
Yep.
We could, but this has been.
It's not going to be better
show.
than that card I just booked.
No, it's not.
Honestly, low key, I'm gonna be keeping $150 with you. You right. Like you just booked a solid. You booked 3 matches right now, and you've already got my $50. You got my $50 for the.
That's a blank check for me, just like Higo. I don't know how much it's gonna be,
right,
but
cool.
I need that.
Yeah. So, all right, this is the end of the season finale.
All right.
Yeah, big shout out.
I was gonna say for that card, I will trade away my Super Justice guy card. I will.
You're gonna bust out my actual trading card.
I will give you this trading card for that card.
Look,
it's autographed. All right.
I legit have a trading card, like made by Upper Deck, made by Blizzard. Like that's real. Like I'm an exclusive card that you can only get.
We need to get one graded.
I'm in a video game.
Understandable.
So am I, Chaz. Shut up.
So am I, Chaz.
Chaz, you got a trading card, bro? Yeah.
He's been waiting 2 hours just to say that. I've been over. Yeah, we know.
Look, watch. I'm gonna get internet famous, and that card gonna be worth like $1,000. I don't know. Shit, I got all the cards here.
I need to get one of those. I need to get one. How much are they?
I'll bring you one this week.
Oh, like how much is it? You know, I'm not.
It's nothing.
No, because like you know how I'm about actually paying for my friend's stuff.
Homie.
Yeah, you don't do it. Got it.
I'll bring you some.
Dude, no. That's one thing I argue on. That's one thing. I'm not one of those motherfuckers.
I'll bring you one this week.
I am one of those.
Yeah, I know you are, Cliff.
Don't worry. Quite literally, there is 400 in circulation, and I have 350 of them.
Oh, all right. Well, fine. Then. Give me one.
I control the supply. I control the supply chain of them.
How about this? Right? Jeez.
Yeah, quite literally. If I get famous, it's just like everyone who has a card that's already signed is just like, ooh.
I got it when it was first out.
Quite literally.
Facts. But shout out to TJ.
Shout out to me. Yes.
For hopping on out of nowhere. Legit.
Out of nowhere. This was planned. What are you talking about?
This was pre-planned.
You're right. You're right. You're right. It was planned. You're right. So I can't say out of nowhere. But yeah, shout out to you guys for coming on here and shooting the breeze about some wrestling. I appreciate it. Fuck you, TJ.
I was gonna say, Chaz, I'll see you this week. We can shoot the breeze a little bit.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'll see you this weekend. TJ, I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah. You'll see me.
Whatever. Thank you to Matt for being here. Make sure you guys follow him on TikTok. So Matt, before we go, tell everybody where they can follow you at, all our fans and listeners and viewers and all our live people who have stuck with the show this long.
I am on TikTok at lovepanda24x48. Same way with Twitter as well. Instagram, I don't fucking know. But yeah, we have our own podcast, the Uncut Podcast. It's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. And in the beginning of the year, I'm actually starting my own podcast, partnering with Putting You Over on Twitch. And it'll be a 30-minute to 60-minute one-man show where I'll be like doing a Last Week Tonight or Daily Show meets pro wrestling type of show.
Oh, that's what's up. Definitely want to check that out. Check it out. Supreme, let them know where they can follow you and all that stuff at.
You can hit me up on Twitter at Super Justice Guy. You'll get wrestling, Overwatch, and all that stuff. And then you'll probably see me on other things around. And, I'm just here.
And the Red Prince himself, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias at Red Prince Sykes, and that is the handle. That is what I claim because I am the Prince and not Prince Machiavelli.
Listen, man, you keep coming from my partner. He not here to stick up for himself, man.
I mean, look, we already spent a good hour and a half coming after you, so I have to fit him in where I can. I mean,
you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right, and I'm okay with that.
I don't know if I can, man. I was his Paul Heyman for years, so I might have to defend him.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who you have stuck with this episode this very long, you get the PlayStation trophy, you get the Xbox achievement, because every time we have a show, I always say it is a achievement to get to the end of the 3 Count Podcast Debate Show, because it is a doozy. I am your boy, your nephew, your cousin, the Don, Chaz Evans, here with my boy, the Red Dog, Cliff Miller, here with El Diabito, the diabetic.
I'm smoking.
Oh, fuck.
okay.
With the Red Prince, TJ Sykes, Supreme, my guy Matt from TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next year, because I'm not doing this next week, okay? I'll see you next year. After this show, I need like 3 weeks to get my life together. So, Cliff, hit him with that date real quick when we'll be back.
Yo, we're going to be back. Jesus, man. Put me on the spot. January, what is it? 19th?
January 19th, 3 days after my second child is born. Hopefully I'm on the show.
Don't worry, Chaz. If you're not here, I got you.
Bet, no, legit bet. It's here said, it's been said now. If I'm not, depending on how I feel and how Elijah feels, I might or may not be here. But if not, I got Supreme to take my to be my substitute teacher. So
16th, January 16th.
Oh, I definitely won't be on. Oh, you're right. I definitely won't be on. That's the day he's going. That's the day.
I got you. I'll be here. Don't worry.
So Supreme, I won't be here. Supreme will be here. Supreme will be my substitute teacher for the show. But January 16th, be there for the season 3. Golly, 3 seasons. Season 3 of the debate show. Be there or be just fucking be there. Just fucking be there, okay? Season 3.
We'll see.
We made it this far, so you better be there.